Alright. It is a future. Every one of y'all have somebody black as a friend. I'm a card-carrying member of all the white trash, so I got excuse. I'm around here next year, but I'm dragging some of your black friends around. Some land of America, if you got a booger hanging on your nose, Christian white folk will say, boy, take this handkerchief and clean it up. While Yankees, they'll let the snot be running all down your head talking. Cannot allow your black men to run around here and have their minds poisoned by all these folks who want to look down on the Christian cross of St. Andrew in 69 AD. Preaching about his Lord and Master Jesus. Keep around here preaching about him. We're going to nail you up to the cross just like we did Jesus. And Andrew said, I'm not worthy. You're going to put me up on that cross. Just sling me up there in the form of that honorable X. This is Andrew's cross. This cross has been used to fight tyranny all over the world. When Quebec started to secede from Canada, the Christian cross of St. Andrew. When soldiers like me walked out of the jungles of Vietnam and saw the Christian cross of St. Andrew's flying, they said, thank God we found our southern family. Can I get an amen? Amen. All across the Southland of America, folks are demonizing our flag. First time I went to Maryville, sitting at a school board meeting, I said, what's going on up here? I went in the lunchroom last year. They had the Christian cross of St. Andrew hanging all up on the wall, on the lunch tray, and I thought I was in heaven. So the black doctor came down here from New Jersey and went to a football game and thought he was at a Ku Klux Klan rally. I wish that boy would have called me. I took him to a rally. I am the immediate past president of the NAACP in the city of Asheville, North Carolina. I was at the president's meeting when all those folks were gathering around talking about how the NAACP was getting ready to go broke. They looked at those folks down there and said, wait a minute. We got plenty of money. NAACP don't have to go broke. But we need for you to do something for us. We're tired of going around there in the South and seeing our babies going to those schools like Ole Miss and hearing that band singing Dixie. We're tired of sending our corporate workers down south looking at that rebel flag. Now, as white men, we can't go south and attack that flag. But all you have to do is just take it down there and just say slavery, and all those black folks will get in line. Because they don't know anything about their sudden death. Went behind closed doors and they came back and said that the Christian cross of St. Andrew was an evil and demonic symbol. And all those bad white folks in the Southland of America, and all those slaves. Let me tell you something my Christian white folk read. I did tell y'all I was a card-carrying member of all the white trash tonight. I want to make sure it's hard being a white man. It's hard being a white man, honey. We guilty of everything around here.
That's right.
You need to hold your heads up high. It's time for the Christian white folks in the Southland of America to hold their head down. Let me make some very profound statements. The greatest missionary for Christianity was the exodus of those Africans to the Southland of America. Can I get an amen? So-called Black History Month. Marsley, I like to call it beat up on Christian white folks in the South month. Alright? All during February, all you see is Africans being hung, being whipped, and the story is being told about the misery that the white folks in the Southland of America doing to those Africans. They don't tell you that that boy had just got through burning down a barn with 10 other Africans in it. They don't tell you that that boy just got through stealing 5 horses. They don't tell you that in the Southland of America, if you were a white woman in indentured service and you dropped some China, you got a whipping. It was a different time, children. These folks never miss an opportunity to beat up on the Christian white folks in the Southland of America. Here in the Southland of America, black folks and white folks were family, still family. Divide and separate us. Not about slavery. They don't want these babies to know about the bills that need to be paid under this flag that is our symbol of who we are. Social cultural genocide. No more can these babies say, yes sir, no sir, thank you ma'am, please. He's supposed not to remember his ancestors. The bravest man that ever fought on God's earth in any army is the Confederate soldier. Can I get an amen? Amen. Around here, they're doing black history, so-called beat up on white folks in the South, man. Down here talking about, come over to my house and eat some soul food. When I get over there and there's fried chicken and mashed potatoes and cornbread, boy, that ain't soul food, that's Southern food. That's my great-great-grandmama and your great-great-grandmama was over there in the kitchen cooking it up. They wouldn't fry chicken in Africa. You might have some monkey brains. Don't even know who we are as a people. Next year, y'all bring them black folks over here so we can talk about this thing. So we can talk about the place of honor and dignity that they earned under the Christian cross of St. Andrew. Beside a man, they not only call a master, but family and friend. They need to know about that. They need to know that black folks made all the implements of war. They need to know that black folks stayed at home and protected those plantations while the men were away. They need to know that black folks went out into those fields even though they weren't supposed to be there legally and picked up arms with their southern family right down in Cross City, Florida. One of the smallest camps, mostly of the Confederacy, the Dixie Defenders. Every year doing beat up on white folks in the South much, they called my little brother and I to come down there and talk to all those folks. Drag the black community in, kicking and screaming all the way, get on in here, boy. And they will learn some real history. Because you can't separate Southern history and black history much. You can't do it because we family. And after 2 years, every year around here they have the Martin Luther King Peace March. I've been marching in the Martin Luther King Peace March all across the country for years anyway. You always put my uniform on, grab my flag, go. I got my downtown strut, baby. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. This year, Miss Carter, black woman, chair of the Martin Luther King Peace March in Cross City, Florida, called up Commander Joe Spacino and said, "We've been reaching out to the black community every year. We learned something. This year, we want to live the dream of that man called King." He said he had a dream that one day, that the sons of former slaves would sit down at the table of brotherhood with the sons of former slave owners. Let me tell y'all, when we hit the street, got real quiet now. Boy, let me tell you something. You know that thing they talk about rats doing something on something? It was quiet as a church mouse. When all those folks looked up and really finally making it hit them, I have never heard a roar to come from a crowd as loud as that roar was. All over this nation, nobody told this story about how the sons of Confederate veterans marched in brotherhood beside all those folks in the Martin Luther King Peace March. This scroll was written by Dr. Bradley, the past commander of the State Division of the Sons of Confederate Veterans. It is one of my great works, and it says it all about the Christian cross of St. Andrew. When faced with change, they could not accept. The mighty men of valor began to gather. Brothers native to the southern soil, they pledged themselves to a cause, the cause of defending family, fireside, and faith. Between the desolation of war and their homes, they interposed their bodies and chose me, the Christian cross of St. Andrew. The Southern Cross. The Christian cross of St. Andrew. I am history. I am heritage, not hate. I am the inspiration of valor from the past. Look away, Dixieland. God bless each and every one of you. May God bless Dixie. I am their brother. Thank you.